You know what? I'm going to say it. And I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm going to say it. I hate unfriendly black women, okay? When I say that, y'all can say, oh, it's just my face. It's just the face that I be making. I get that. That may be the face that you're making, but other races seem to not make that same face. Okay, look, don't y'all come for me, because I know y'all like to tussle. But I like to do events like cycling. I like doing Pilates. I like doing all these fun stuff like that. And when I see another sister that look like me, I'm nice, because I'm like, oh, hey girl, how you doing? You know, I'm just a friendly, go-lucky person. I like to meet new people, okay? But then when I get the response that you just like, you got your nose turned up, I'm like, sis, I ain't even did nothing to you. I just said, hey, how you doing? Maybe we can come to Pilates or cycle together. Like, I really hate how we are so mean to our same race. It's so disgusting. You know what?
Call La Yahab Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great Millstone Ruel for teaching me the truth. Salutations to the elect. All right. And to, you sincere Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans nearby and scattered abroad. I just want to make this real quick because what she said, and I don't even think she understands it. What she said was very important because this is true. Because this is very, very true. And she was speaking, she was speaking, I could tell she was speaking very sincerely, man, but she doesn't even understand why the quote unquote black woman do this, which the term black, all right, that's not how it's supposed to be referred to as, and things of that nature. But because of the curses for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, the Native Americans, the Israelites, black is a title that we've been living with. But just through the spirit, you can see what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like a lot of sisters, or a lot of quote unquote black women, they do give, each other their own men, or really anybody else, you know what I'm saying, like that mean mug and things of that nature. And it's not just the women, it's the men as well. But that actually goes back to the scriptures. And just to prove it, because our people, as a matter of fact, that's a good one to bring out. What she said, what she was speaking on, actually goes back to the scriptures, bro. But let me get this real quick. All right, in the book of Romans chapter 10, verse 2, it says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. Okay, so our people, the reason why we be, unintentionally quoting scriptures, all right, is because we come from the scriptures, bro. All right, we come from, knowing why, knowing that we're Israelites, okay, or rather knowing that we're the people of the Bible, because, not every Jake is going to come out and be like, yeah, bro, I think we Israelites. They might say something like, yeah, the people of the Bible, we going through the same thing as them and things of that nature. There's a reason why Jake be, or what is it? There's nothing new under the sun. There's a reason why Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, there's a reason why we keep quoting things from the Bible, is because we are the people of the Bible. So what she said, what she was speaking on, beautifully, that comes from the scriptures. And she may not know it firsthand, but that's why, I wanted to do this like short little video just to prove that what she said goes back to the scriptures. All right. But I'm gonna read the scripture again. It says Romans 10 and 2, for I bear them record. All right, talking about our people. Okay, the ones that what? It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High. They have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. All right, so she has a zeal of the righteousness of the Most High, but it's not according to knowledge, and the knowledge is represented, more importantly, through this book. All right, the scriptures. All right, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Apocrypha. Okay, what she was speaking on goes directly back to the scriptures, and just to prove that, okay, and that's a curse for our people to be mean mugging and, you know what I'm saying, looking at each other, with envy and malice, us killing each other and things of that nature. That goes back to the scriptures, bro. All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. All right, which this is as far as it goes, this is a popular chapter, all right, in Israel, among the Israelites, man. All right. Israel, once again, consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, this truth is not for, quote unquote, black only, because the so-called blacks wasn't the only ones on slave ships. All right, the so-called Latins got shipped out too. I did a video, a couple of days ago talking about a Mexican settlement in the Philippines. All right, there was an Indian slave trade, concerning the so-called Native Americans and Seminoles. All right. But going back to the point, Deuteronomy 28 and 15, it says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Okay, you can read all throughout this for yourselves. All right. But I'm gonna jump to the point. So what? Israel received curses for their disobedience. Okay? Now, one of the curses that the sister was speaking on, all right, is in Deuteronomy, continuing in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. All right, jumping down to 56. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you," all right, the Israelite woman, "which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." All right, so there you go, and that's the point, bro. All right, now on the right-hand side of the screen, all right, in the NLT, the New Living Translation, it says, "The most tender and delicate woman among you, so delicate she would not so much as touch the ground with her foot, will be selfish toward the husband she loves and toward her own son or daughter." Okay, and like I said, the sister speaking on that, I'm confident she doesn't know. I mean, by experience, obviously, because she's talking about it and things of that nature. But that's the problem. Like a lot of Jake men have with their women. Just like a lot of them are so disgusting towards us and so disgusting towards each other, bro. Like miss, like, why are you looking at me like that? Why you flaring your nose up at me? And if and it's you see the memes and the jokes on the internet about it, but like quote unquote New York niggas and stuff like that, like when they say, "Hey, how you doing, miss?" Yada yada yada, and she don't respond. What? Jake is very emotional. He start getting sensitive, just like, "All right, fuck you, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. You ain't gotta be like that," stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? It's not right for her to be like that. If I say good morning or if I say hello, just say it right back. It's respect. And that's where we come from. A level of honor and respect. So I just wanted to make this video real quick talking about what the sister was going into. And just elaborating and expounding on the point that what, bro? We just got that evil eye towards each other. All right, an evil eye on the Merriam-Webster.com definition, it says an eye or glance held capable of inflicting harm. And yes, that is, bro. Yes, that is. And then come to find out, because I just looked up evil eye on Google, you also got this Greek item and stuff like that. That's it's a literal evil eye and things of that nature. But that was just the item. But an evil eye is, yes, an eye or glance capable of inflicting harm. And that's what our people do towards each other, unfortunately. All right, look at the so-called Haitians and so-called Dominicans. All right, those are brothers, Simeon and Levi, but they hate each other. But they come from what? The 12 tribes. It says also a person believed to have such an eye or glance. Okay, so there you go, bro. So Lord's willing, this was edifying, and I elaborated, on it to a degree of understanding. Shalom.